And welcome back here to Court 4 at Sewanee Sports Academy, the capital of grassroots basketball, as we get ready to bring you the final game and broadcast here from the 2014 Best of the South. I'm Marcus Burnett, the SUV, and I'm joined by LaShawn Dempsey as we get ready to bring you PSB Select versus Florida Elite. Your thoughts as we get ready to tip this one off?
This is going to be great basketball. Two well-coached teams. As I said previously, PSB is the Spurs of this tournament.
And that was a great comparison. It was the San Antonio Spurs that were runner-ups in the championship of last year's event. Same thing with PSB Select. They lost in the championship game in this division at the 2013 Best of the South. Here they've got a championship within their grasp as we tip this one off. Going to have a foul call there against PSB Select Kenny Hairston. Looked like a pretty clean strip there, but I've got on an SUV polo, not stripes. So I think my opinion is secondary there on that play. So it's going to send number 2 to the free throw line for Florida Elite, Dang React.
Florida Elite historically has been a very well-polished AAU program against an up-and-coming AAU program. So it's going to be battle traditions, so to speak.
I think both teams have different styles. While you've got some players that can get up and down for PSB Select, you know, they've really impressed people with what they've been able to do in the half court. Florida Elite likes to get off to the races. As you can see there, he misses the shot. But it doesn't take number 23, Charles Ruiz, long to get from point A to point B.
Great
three-pointer.
Ooh. Nothing but the bottom on that one.
Great pass right there to splash by Hairston. That's, you know, when you make the net sound like a bag of lettuce, that's shooting the ball, man.
Bag of lettuce. Like that one.
You got to do that, man. Go home. Go home. Throw loose lettuce in a bag and throw it on the ground, and it'll sound just like that Hairston three-pointer that we just saw. We see a nice hustle there on the inside, earning a trip to the free throw line for PSB Select. Trey Fields out of Charlotte Christian.
I haven't done experiments at home since Bill Not a Science Guy, so I'm definitely going to bring that back to life.
I guarantee my experiments are safer and cheaper. I guarantee.
Yeah, Bill get you in trouble. Bill will get you in trouble.
First free throw knocked down there by Fields. Count the second as well. 5-2 lead. Here early for PSB Select. We're going to see some full court pressure.
Putting myself in these young men's shoes, I remember playing in front of college coaches and just how nerve-wracking that is, and seeing the college coaches, just the slew of coaches that's over there, man. These young men are special.
Getting the steal and finishing there. Trey Fields following up those free throws with a steal and a layup. 5-point advantage for PSB Select.
Oh, good move.
Misses that shot, but like you mentioned, a great move, change of speed there by Eric Turner for Florida Elite. Just couldn't finish, though. Hairston going to try another three-pointer. Big fella pushes it up ahead.
Give it up, big fella. Give it up.
They gave big fella an inch. He tried to take a mile and loses the ball out of bounds there.
He did.
Dang React.
Coach not too pleased.
You know, silver lining there is while he held on to it a little bit too long, you got to appreciate a big guy that, you know, has no problem being able to do what he did.
Definitely.
But again, PSB Select continues to go to work. Nice assist there by number 15, Santa Ana, and the finish inside by Hunter Seacat.
PSB offensive sets are so crisp. It's such a fun team to watch as a basketball fan.
Yeah, they are. They're fun this year. They really kind of set the bar for me as far as looking forward to seeing them play this year, just off of last year's performance. Connor Birchfield, Jordan Watkins, those guys were great.
Yes, they were.
And as far as his shooting stroke, Santa Ana, though he misses there, kind of reminds me of a Birchfield as far as the way he's been able to shoot here in this event and the way Birchfield shot last year. Just fun to watch those guys play.
Great comparison. Great comparison.
7-point advantage here for Select.
Great step through, young fella. Great step through.
Bounces around and goes down there for Kevin McClain. 4 minutes, 39 seconds and counting left to play here in the first quarter. Santa Ana with the floater. It's no good. Turner and Fields collide. Fields able to get the ball. Fields then hustles to go get the offensive rebound and finish it.
Oh, big boy trucks. SUV style.
You see why this guy's all over everybody's Twitter feed here throughout this weekend. And we definitely appreciate the SUV reference, Chief.
Definitely. Yeah. That's grown man basketball.
He was just over here by our broadcast booth, going chest to chest with Turner and being able to live to tell the story of it and taking the ball, passes it, then goes right there and gets from point A to point B quickly to get that offensive rebound. Impressive start by Fields, but getting the bucket there is Florida Elite, making it back to a 5-point ball game.
Yes, to me, Fields has been one of the most impressive guards here, and in open transition, he can definitely rise.
Steven Santa Ana.
Little bag of lettuce again right there.
The splash from up top makes it a 6-14 ball game. I mean, you look at just this event as a whole, I just think it's been, top to bottom, just when you look at the teams, some of the names that were drawing attention coming in, and some of the guys that really took advantage of the stage, as we see nice defense there by Select to create the 5-second violation.
The thing I love about this the most is the fact that it's not a lot of high-name kids, but these going to be the kids that in 2 or 3 years is going to have grown men in the office crying because they just hit the backboard 3 to send Duke or Virginia or Villanova home.
That's a great perspective right there, and we know it's going to hold true, man. I feel like basketball is filled with those types of dynamics. When you look at how players are able to come up through the ranks and the different opportunities that playing at different levels can provide. So you'll never run out of storylines and interesting items when you talk about the game of basketball.
Okay.
We have a PSB Select substitution into the game, number 40, the big fella Mac Bryden.
The big fella takes up a whole lot of space there.
Turner, nice pass.
Well,
finishing with authority, number 34.
Nice two-hand finish, big fella.
Danius Chakovicius. Danius, you're a big fella, so I'm going to make sure I get the pronunciation of that last name right. I'm going to make sure I confirm that. That's not a fella I want heading over to this table after the game.
No. I'm 5'9", 180, so I can't help much.
Rebound by Florida Elite. They currently trail by 6. Turner with the assist inside to finish. Ikeon Smith. That's a timeout. We'll take it with them. When we get back, we'll bring you more from this game.
We back in action right now. PSB with the ball. About to get ready to run one of those crisp sets that they've been running all tournament. Florida Elite. Man-to-man action. Woo, woo, woo. Vicious screen by the big fella. Go ahead and clear out space, big fella, with the and one. And one. Getting buckets out there, big fella. At the line, shooting one. After the and one bucket. Got a high arc on that, but it's off. Florida Elite quickly back up the court. Great pass and mid-range jumper. No bueno. Good cross-court pass, good extra pass. Good money, good money. That's a great pass to the corner. For Elite moving the ball on the perimeter. Off the mark with the long tray ball. Got to stay still on that screen, big fella. Florida Elite with the turnover and the offensive foul. Trey Fields with the pass up the court. Side screen, pick and roll. Great pass, another three. Off the mark. Florida Elite grabs the rebound. Quickly up the floor. Off the mark. PSB with the rebound. Methodically bringing up the floor, getting ready to run one of those crispy sets that they've been running all weekend.
PSB probably going to hold for the last shot here.
Oh. Bravo.
Traveling violation going to go against Trey Ford. Number 3, Kevin McClain checks back into the game for Florida Elite. 9-point advantage for PSB Select. McClain. Shot won't go, so that's going to do it for the first quarter. Thanks for joining us here on SUV TV. We'll take a short break. When we get back, second quarter here from the 17 and under championship.
Whenever you don't win a championship, you didn't complete your task. I have sour taste in my mouth from last season. I feel like I left something on the table personally. You take that into the summer and you use it as your motivation. There's no off season for me because there's always somebody else working. Before I start training, I think about the guys who I think are in front of me. Always picture that person, picture them working hard. I refuse to let them outwork me.
In the second quarter rolling, PSB Select versus Florida Elite. Championship for the best of the South at stake. They get it into C-Cat. C-Cat back out top. Santa Ana has it taken away by McClain.
Good pump fake.
Off the mark on the floater. Really like how Clergo really sold that shot fake.
Yes.
You know, those that are best at it really practice the fakes, you know, with full intensity, really doing it. You know, if it's not believable, it's not believable. Got to really sell it, and he did just that.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Kenny Hairston brings it up. That's a speedy matchup right there. Kenny Hairston versus Keon Clergo. Wouldn't want to do the 40 up alongside either of those guys.
No. It'd be pretty embarrassing. I know for me it will be.
C-Cat working inside. A little bit of contact there on that play. No call though.
Oh,
get me that.
Out of here. No, sir.
Santa Ana says, hey, don't let the offensive skills fool you. I play defense as well, as he goes up top to block that one out of bounds.
I didn't know the young fella had bounce like that.
The ball bounces around. Won't fall for McLean, but he'll go to the line to earn him the hard way. And that's another thing about this PSB Select team. You know, their half-court sets and their ability on offense is what, you know, is probably what they're mainly known for, but they're fundamentally sound. So that includes the defensive side of things as well. You know, if they're one of those teams that, you know, is going to be lackadaisical on D or give up all the points that they make, it'd be totally different. But they're so effective because they complement that offensive firepower, really being able to play good defense.
Yeah, their head coach is a son of an NBA coach. So, you know, he's very well prepared, been very well groomed to be able to conduct his team in the right manner. So, again, they are so fun to watch, so fun to watch as a true basketball fan.
They currently have an 8-point advantage. 6 minutes, 34 seconds and counting left to play here in the second quarter. Hairston tries to go all the way. Looks like that shot was partially blocked there. We've got an injury there as Hairston's still down. So we're going to take a short break. When we get back, hopefully we'll have an update on Hairston. Hairston able to walk off. So not sure exactly what the issue might be, but we'll find out at halftime. He's going to go and be attended to by the trainers here on site. So back to the action. Florida Elite with it. Three-pointer on the way. Shot no good. C-Cat had it for a second, but McLean comes away with it. 2 for $1 sale on three-pointers and cashing in on the second one, number 10, Ryan McMahon.
2 for $1, make him holler. Knocked down, knocked down.
5-point game, Florida Elite to within 5.
Great pass. I don't know if you know, but PSB head coach also is a former college teammate of Stephen Curry at Davidson.
Did not know that.
So he probably knows a thing or two about shooting the basketball.
Definitely. And PSB Select as a team plays like it. Talked about Connor Birchfield off of last year's team. Jordan Watkins, who's also going on to play his college ball at Davidson, was just a great shooter, and he really was a great shooter in clutch situations.
Another one of those guys who came to the best of the South with not a very popular name, but walked out of here with people just talking and raving about his skill set. So this is a place for the guy who doesn't have a name but wants to make one.
Seven-point advantage for Select. McMahon trying to get another three-pointer. Can't get that one to go. Fields with the rebound. Fields has been great so far. Gets it over to Santa Ana. That shot just short. Burnell has it. It's to DeClergo.
Oh, great pass.
Dime inside. Nice defense inside there by Seacat. Took the body, recovered, then was able to get the rebound, get it out of there to Fields.
That young fella has definitely made a name for himself. That is a highly skilled big fella PSB has. Great skip. There goes one of those great pump fakes you mentioned earlier.
It's a solid game all around so far for Trey Fields. He's made plays. Checking back into the game for Florida Elite, number 23, Jamari Wheeler. Splashes the first free throw, does Fields. Back into the game for PSB Select, number 5, Trey Ford. Number 25, Wyatt Self, going to get a breather.
Mr. Harrison got the bag of ice on his shoulder. Hopefully he can return. That would be a huge blow to PSB Select if he can't.
Yeah. Three-pointer, nice movement there by Florida Elite. Cashing in on it there, number 35, Eric Turner.
Knocked down, knocked down.
5-point game.
Hey.
Here's Pritchett.
Hey.
Seacat, another rebound inside. And Santa Ana pours salt on the wound, knocking down the tray ball.
You cannot get that young fella any space. That's a beautiful jump shot.
Seacat's so huge for this team because, it's one thing to have playmakers like Fields and then, the shooters that you have in a Santa Ana, but when you can get them extra opportunities through a player like Seacat, like we saw there on that last play, it's going to be tough for your opponents to stop you.
PSB, that was a PSB issue last year. They didn't really have much size.
Yeah.
If they had a Seacat, they probably would have been able to beat Aim High. Oh, get that out of here.
Seacat says no, sir. Now it's in the hands of Pritchett. Pritchett behind the back. Kicks it out to Ford. The extra pass.
This is beautiful basketball. Oh, knockdown. Oh.
Luckily for Florida Elite, those extra opportunities don't cost them on that possession. Fields with the steal.
That guy's everywhere. And wow!
Trey Fields.
Woo.
Trey Fields showing a great feel for the game here in Atlanta. The Atlanta area, I should say. Sewanee just north of it, but he's playing like he's at home.
Yes, he is. Woo. Young fella is a headache in transition.
Can't get the back end of the three-point play, but this deuce is enough to make it a 10-point advantage for PSB Select. They go up top. A little bit of confusion on who the oop was intended for. But grabbing it and going to the line to shoot two is going to be number 2, Dang React.
They said coming in here, Seacat was low major, few mid majors, but I believe walking out of here after this week, and big fella's gonna get a lot more interest from schools.
Those just joining us, Seacat number 45 in the black jerseys here for PSB Select. Count the second free throw by React. That's going to make it a 19-27 ball game. Seacat going to work. Nice defense there that time by React. Ball's loose.
Oh, good pass.
Turner grabs the miss inside.
Florida,
The final 2 minutes of the first half.
Florida Elite need a bucket right here. Got to finish off these quarters strong.
Doing just that there on that play, Ikeon Smith. Six-point lead for Select. Minute 40 and counting here in the second quarter. C-Cat wants it inside. Pritchett gonna try a three-pointer. No good.
Oh, good pass. Good pass.
Beautiful when a plan comes together. The ball movement there leads to a McClain assist and a finish by Eric Turner.
Great ball movement. Great ball movement, Florida Elite. Hey.
C-Cat. First shot missed there by Ikeon Smith. Not happy with himself there.
For all the young fellas at home, please make sure you practice on that pump fake. It's such a deadly move.
And when you talk about different moves, it's great to have, certain ones in your arsenal, but sometimes less can be more when it comes to basketball, and I think that, that's a happy medium that we can find between the new developments, the Euro steps, and the different things. Sometimes the shot fakes and some of the other basics can go a long way.
Definitely. Fully agree with you. Fully agree with you.
That last foul is going to send Santa Ana to the free throw line. Count the first. 15.3 seconds. Second free throw in and out. Pritchett gets the offensive rebound. About 6 seconds to work with. Pritchett kicks it out to Ford. Ford. And that will do it for the first half. We'll take a short break and stick with us as we'll have a nice interview going into the game from the perspective of our sideline cameraman, Derek Norman. So stick with us after this short break.
No matter if it's a game, no matter if it's practice, no matter if I'm in the gym by myself lifting, I train as if it's game time. I know in order to be where I want to be, I have to mentally take myself there every single time. I always ask myself at the end of the day, did I get better? You're not staying the same. Either you're getting better or you're going backwards. I'm a lot stronger now than I was when I finished the season. Honestly, I never feel like I accomplished my goals. But ultimately, my goal is to win a championship in New York. I got a long ways to go, and I have to be physically and mentally ready to go the whole distance. That's what drives me every day. The day that I feel like I've accomplished my goals, I think I'll be retired.
And welcome back here to Court 4 at Sewanee Sports Academy. Marcus Burnett joined by LaShawn Dempsey, as well as Derek Norman. Derek, you've seen a lot of basketball here at the Best of the South over the past few days, as well as this matchup. Your thoughts on some of the key elements and why it's a 23-28 game here at this point?
Well, I think really PSB Select has really controlled the tempo of the game. They dictated it from the jump ball. When it's hard to control a team like Florida Elite that likes to get out and run to 23 points in 16 minutes. I think the way they've done that is by getting the shots that they want, open shots, and then getting back on defense in transition, stopping it, contesting all those transition buckets. That's how I think they got the lead right now.
Who are some of the individual pieces that really stood out to you from your perspective here in the first half?
Well, I think number 15 from PSB Select is shooting the ball really well. Steven Santana, he's getting great shot selections and great plays drawn up from the coach. And number 12.
Joining us, Derek, always a good perspective. And, we talked about, you, LaShawn, saying that the PSB Select were the Spurs here of this event. And if Derek's prediction is to come to pass, they'll definitely be like the Spurs as far as being able to get it on try two, here in the championship.
Yeah, that's a great picture of how PSB walked into this tournament beginning on Thursday.
And another great litmus test for Eric Ellerton, Justin Young, Mike Eddy, and the guys here at Sewanee is beyond the coaches and traffic that we've had all evening. Here it's a 2:48 on a Sunday, and you've got a back wall that's still full of coaches here watching these players play. So I think that says a lot about the exposure and platform that's been provided here by Hoop Scene, as well as SSA, as we get ready to start this second half. 5-point advantage for PSB Select. A little bit of miscommunication there by Wheeler and React. Ball goes back over to Select. Fields with it. Gets it to Seacat. Seacat over to Pritchett. Pritchett.
Oh, big shot right there, young fella. Pritchett with tray ball.
Pritchett versatile here for this PSB Select team. Can go in and rebound, but also, likes to be able to show what he can do on the perimeter as well. That three-pointer makes it an 8-point advantage. React wants it inside. Might have gotten away with a push-off against Seacat. Able to play strong and finish inside. That's a fun matchup to watch. A lot of times the guard versus guard matchups, depending on what your paradigm is when it comes to basketball, can be funner or, a little bit more appealing. But we're seeing some good big man matchups between Seacat and React. Nice block there by Wheeler. Drop off and the finish. Attempted finish. It wouldn't stay down for React. Here comes Pritchett the other way.
Oh. Pritchett with the errant pass.
Turner's working inside. That's knocked away by a combination of Pritchett and Santa Ana. McClain going to get called for the foul there. I think Ikeon Smith may have been a little bit too unselfish there on that last play, passing the ball right there under the basket. Especially with the job, a good job of finishing he's been able to do inside amongst traffic when he's gotten it down there. 6-point advantage for Select. Pritchett just knocked down a three. This time he's going to try to take it to the rack. That shot's no good. Seacat tips it to Pritchett.
Good defense. Good defense by Florida Elite. Great D.
McClain going to try a three-pointer. Too strong on that one. You tell he really put a little extra on that one at the last second. And I got to credit that Seacat contest to that.
Long arm of the law can change a lot of things.
Seacat's done a lot of that beyond what he's, talk about guys that are able to block shots. Yeah, that shows up in the box score, but, a guy like Seacat changes so many shots inside. He's going to pick up the foul there, though. We've raved on and on about PSB Select and how solid they play. And, they're up by 6 now, and rightly so. But when you look at Florida Elite, I think they've really been able to do some good things on the offensive side as well, as far as moving the ball and doing better in the half court than some might have expected here in this particular matchup.
And Florida Elite's the sleeping giant from the standpoint that if this game picks up and becomes a lot faster, that's definitely to the advantage of Florida Elite. They have so many athletes, so many guys that can finish, from their point guards to their bigs that can run the floor and get up and down in a hurry.
And right now, they're also doing a good job of really using Turner and React, even though React's on the bench right now, and really going at CCAT. As good of a job as CCAT does inside, Pritchett is really going to have to help on the interior, both defensively and rebounding, just like he's doing from the offensive end, knocking down another 3 here in the third quarter.
He's such a matchup problem because, as you said, he can get in the lane and finish at the rim, but he also has a good eye for that three-point ball.
And he had called for the travel there, right there to disrupt him as soon as he caught it was McLean. So 7-point advantage for Select. 5:06 left to play here in the third quarter. Pass tipped initially by Pritchett. Here comes Fields. Nobody yelled wolf.
Whew.
As Wheeler plays a roller wolf there, takes it away. Drops it off to Big D, as they call him. On Florida Elite. He'll go to the free throw line and shoot 2.
Also, the great thing about this tournament as well is all the international flavor on each team. A lot of countries represented that playing basketball for American-based travel programs. It's a great thing how global this game has gotten over the years.
Yep. Most definitely. I think when you look at soccer, we're talking 2 totally different sports, but when you look at the impact and the fun of a sport that has a global audience and global intensity, when you look at the rivalries and just the fan bases. And I think, not to say basketball is on that same level as soccer globally, but it's definitely on the rise.
Definitely.
And that helps everything from development just to the branding around it. So.
Definitely.
Turner off the mark on the shot. Stripping
Another
away his Fields.
Strong rebound. Great outlet pass.
Nice job with the Steve Nash style layup there by number 10, Lewis Sims for PSB Select. You had Big D for Florida Elite in hot pursuit there. Did a great job of getting it up. That shot would have been good even if it weren't, even if it was let go off of the glass.
Now, I don't give very many nicknames, but Trey Fields, man, that's definitely a Swiss Army knife, man. That guy has so many different gadgets and abilities and things like that, man. He's a pleasure to watch.
No doubt. That's a good one right there, man. And, for those that don't know your background, with you being from that New York, New Jersey area, that you have your nickname certification.
Yeah, it's certified, updated every 2 years.
8-point ball game, 3:55 and counting. McLean splitting through the defense.
Hey.
Good hustle by the big fella, but a little overzealous on that play as that one was going to go down. He gets called for the offensive interference, so no bucket.
And PSB buying valuable minutes with CCAT on the bench.
Sims gets it to Santa Ana, who loses it temporarily, but gets it back. Sims no good on the shot.
PSB does such a great job utilizing their big men to relieve pressure that Florida Elite can put on their guards. Very great strategy.
Ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Florida Elite. It'll go over to PSB Select.
Okay, in and out.
Now, it'll be interesting to see, if you look at Florida Elite now, they've got McMahon guarding Fields. Fields definitely has the advantage there in that matchup.
In the words of Mark Jackson, mama, there goes that man.
Yes, sir. His name is Trey Fields.
A.K.A. Swiss Army knife.
Out of Charlotte Christian. And that wasn't bad defense by McMahon either. That was just good defense, better offense. But there, McMahon says, "Hey, make no mistake, buddy.
Yeah.
You're having a great game, good fella, but I can put it in the hole as well."
I'm here for a reason. There you go, young fella.
So that three-pointer makes it an 8-point game again. Phil's going to try to go right back at him off the mark. Nice defense by Florida Elite. Here comes McClain.
Oh, got to find him.
Right at the 2-minute mark here in the third quarter. Nice hands there by Pritchett.
The more I see Pritchett, the more I fall in love with his game. That guy there, man, he's kind of like a poor man's Boris Diaw quite a bit. I know we've been making the Spurs reference, but he's not moving at a very fast pace, but he gets the job done.
Yeah. There you saw the quicker McMahon. If he doesn't find a way to get a hand on that ball there, that's another McMahon three-pointer. He's able to poke it away.
Great screen, big fella.
This is the shot, but definitely got a good look. Chakavicius loses it out of bounds. Minute 35 left to play here in the third quarter.
Erica's play.
Nice steal and save there by McMahon.
Good pass. Great extra pass, McMahon.
McClain can't hit, but there's Chakavicius for the rebound. Give me that, says Pritchett.
Yes, sir. Give me all of that.
Minute 15 here in the third. Tough shot by McClain, but he's fouled on the play. That's a shot with the position he was in, having to do the jump hop, falling away from the basket. He has to show me he's going to hit that shot right there.
Yeah, as a coach, that's the play that make you want to pull out your hair because you're like, we had the opportunity to get a transition from a bad shot.
And McClain makes good on both of the free throws. It is now a 6-point ball game here as we approach the final minute of the third quarter. PSB Select's going to have a fresh Hunter Seacat checking into the game. You talked about it earlier in the quarter, how they were really getting him some valuable minutes of rest there on the bench. Number 14 for Florida Elite, Jason Burnell, is going to get called for the foul. Burnell has really tried to stir the drink as far as kind of mixing it up with a few of the PSB Select guys, getting physical, kind of testing them mentally, and PSB Select has really just been focused on the task at hand. I'm going to say Pritchett's footwork a little too fancy for his own good there on that play. He gets called for the travel. Ball back over to Elite.
You really couldn't ask for a better championship game.
Yep.
Really couldn't ask for a better one.
Clean game so far. So we're under the minute mark. 35 seconds and counting. Florida Elite gonna hold for the last shot. What do you see happening here? I see him kicking it to McClain. I see McClain driving and being able to create a three for McMahon eventually.
Yeah, they got him out that zone. Good pass. It's the opposite way around.
See, I told you McClain would end up shooting a three. I told you.
Well, you definitely did call it two people who will have the ball in their hand, but the roles was a little reversed.
Oh, don't do that. But yeah, you said somebody from Florida Elite would have the ball in their hands. You know, that's, well, McClain making good on the first free throw. That's what I get for trying to do a Miss Cleo impression, man.
No, you was good. You was good. I tell you, that play is becoming something that a lot of high school and college coaches practice. As the guy drives baseline, the guy sliding down to the corner has to be able to make that corner three. It's something that the Spurs did a great job of throughout the season, and I see that more and more that people actually practice and drill.
And something that he did a lot more last year. You know, Chalmers loved running along that baseline, and being able to do that. The water was cut off there this year, but that's going to do it for the third quarter. We'll take a short break. When we get back, the 17 and under championship will be decided here between PSB Select and Florida Elite. We'll see you back shortly. All right. Back here at Court 4, Sewanee Sports Academy, capital of grassroots basketball, as bittersweet stretch here. The last game of the Best of the South, which is a good thing, and it's the last game of the Best of the South, which is a bad thing. I've gotten used to waking up and being able to come and see a bevy of teams, solid players here at SSA, but it is coming to a close. But it's been a great couple days, to say the least.
Yes, yes.
3-point advantage for PSB Select, a quarter away from getting what they played for last year. Sea-Cats back in the game.
Oh.
Reaching around there. Fouling is going to be Wheeler. Reaching around there on Sims.
This is definitely not a team that you want to see at the foul line for a whole 7 minutes of a game. They're one foul away from being in the 1-and-1, and that's got to be a scary sight for Florida Elite.
Yeah, we'll turn into free throw practice very quick. Thing to note is this lineup, PSB Select with the two big fellas in, number 40 Mac Bryden and Hunter Sea-Cat. React right there, blocks the shot of Fields. McClain takes it right at Ford. And he'll go to the charity stripe. But back to the lineup for PSB Select, when you look at the two bigs that they normally have in as far as Pritchett and Sea-Cat, they bring a little bit different of a punch to the table than you see with Dryden and Sea-Cat, and not in a bad way. I think Dryden's going to do a little bit more there in the paint area as far as defense, as far as rebounds, and really provide a big physical presence in there for PSB Select.
Yeah, and PSB will use a lot more high-low. They definitely use both of the big men because they can pass the ball very well, and that allows their offense to keep ticking.
Sims. One-point ball game. PSB Select being patient. Fields to Ford.
Oh, good pump fake.
Ball's loose. Finally picked up by Wheeler of Florida Elite. Spin move, drops it off to Turner. Turner going to be called for a travel, and Coach Liptak not happy with the call at all.
Not at all.
Can't say that I blame him.
PSB bringing in the offensive firepower back in the game. Santa Ana has to have a big fourth quarter for this PSC bunch to be able to pull out with this victory. Who can move? Really hate the fact that Mr. Harrison had been able to play. He's having such a great tournament, and be able not to play in the championship game has to really suck for the young fella.
The Harrison we're referring to is number 3 on the bench for PSB Select. Really served as a spark plug for them early on, knocked down a couple threes on the defensive end, really helped set the tone, went down with an injury, but this PSB Select team has more than enough reinforcements to be able to get the job done. We'll see if they're able to hold on. They currently lead by 3 with 6 minutes left to play here in the game. McClain with it.
Hey. Hey. A little shake and bake right there.
Kevin McClain. McClain out of Hamilton High School in Jennings, Florida.
Oof.
Brings Florida Elite to within 1.
Oh, great pass. Oh. Got to finish that, big fella.
McClain going on a spurt of his own. His layup makes it a 1-point advantage for Florida Elite.
That first step is cat quick.
Sims with a strong take.
Oh, yeah.
Back to a 1-point advantage for PSB Select. Which way will it go? Offensive foul against Ikeon Smith.
Now I have to imagine PSB running a set with Pritchard having the basketball in his hands, being able to create.
Four minutes, 51 seconds. And counting left to play in this one. Here's Pritchett.
There we go. There we go. There we go.
Just a handful.
Yes, he is.
Pushes the lead back to 3. Does Keyshawn Pritchett. Can't make it 4 with that free throw. Turner, that pass intended for React, but Lewis Sims right there in the mix. They'll call it a jump ball. It'll stay with Florida Elite. Sleep at the wheel. There's PSB Select. Ikeon Smith gets a quick layup off the inbound. You don't see that happen too often with Select, but they fall asleep there. Feels just the first step, but right there, React.
Woo. Go clean that up, big fella.
Tough shot for Turner. It's just short. Ikeon Smith.
And one.
Derek Norman touched on it during halftime. Smith has had a solid best of the South. This game, you can tell the legs kind of feeling it a little bit, as you know, you can understand given the amount of basketball he's played during the course of the week, but still finding a way to make an impact, you know, rebounding, playing defense, and also he's finished inside when he's had an opportunity to do so. Seacat with the rebound. Minutes, 46 seconds.
I'm very interested to see what play is drawn up by the PSB coach. I would like to think he's going to draw up a play to get Santa Ana free or Pritchard the ball with a high ball screen from C-Cat. But we'll be very, very interested to see what he draws up.
No, it'll be something good. As you mentioned, son of a coach, played D1 ball at Davidson with teammate Stephen Curry. And, you know, I think when I look at that Davidson and really that run that Stephen Curry and those guys were able to make, not only was it a fun run to watch, I mean, with them just shooting the lights out of it, but I think it was also a perfect example of, you know, some players need to focus on just a program that fits them and is right for them. You know, there's nothing wrong with having aspirations, liking certain programs, but, you know, I'm sure, you know, Stephen Curry, he had other options outside of Davidson, but he felt like that was where the system fit him best. That program fit him best. And it's safe to say, you know, thousands of buckets and an NBA contract and good career with the Warriors later, that it was a good move for him.
Definitely. These young fellas have to not chase the name of the school, but chase one that's going to help them develop in a good situation for them. I think you just brought up a great point. You say NBA All-Star picked the right school.
Smith with the steal.
Ooh! Tough call. Tough call.
Coach Brendan Winters not really happy with that call. And you don't really want to, you know, I got to agree with Coach Winters on that play, but also you don't really hear him argue or really dispute much. So,
yeah.
So if he does, 9 times out of 10 is probably pretty legitimate.
Yeah, he's definitely a man of very few words.
Smith with the first free throw. No good. Rebound by Pritchett. We talked about free throws. You know, you were talking about the PSB select and being close to the penalty and them really going to the free throw line and being able to have an advantage there. But if you're Florida Elite, you have to be able to take advantage of when you go there.
Have to.
Low pass to C-Cat. He's able to pick it up, get it back to Phil. Pritchett going to try another three-pointer.
Ooh. Whoa. He's saying, PSB, get on my back. My shoulders are big enough. I'm taking you home. I'm not mad at you, young fella, not one bit.
(46-48), 2-point advantage for Select. That pass intended for a react. A little low for him.
This is PSB type of game, man. These last 2 minutes is all about execution. I don't think any team in this tournament execute better than they do.
They get it to C-Cat. Back out top to Phils. Pritchett has a hot hand here. Nice pass. C-Cat with the finish.
Beautiful basketball.
Makes it a 4-point lead for Select. 1 minute, 52 seconds left to play here in this game. Turner with it, guarded by Santa Ana. Crossover, drops it off to Riak. Riak going to be fouled there by number 5, Trey Ford. How about Turner? Turner at 6'5", being able to take the smaller guard off of the dribble and drop it off.
You just definitely love to see how the game has evolved. Now that wings have become a lot more skilled, you see the growing trend of stretch fours and wings that can play the point forward. You know, back 15, 20 years ago, that wasn't the case. Usually the point guard had the ball in their hands making decisions, but this game is a growing game and an evolving game, and it's very fun to watch.
It's a 2-point advantage here for Select. 1 minute, 35 seconds left to play here in the game. Trey Fields, a standout to say the least here for Select throughout the weekend. Hands it off to Pritchett. Pritchett's been the go-to guy over the past couple minutes. Couple threes as well as strong take to the rack.
Patience. Great patience on behalf of PSB. No shot clock, no rush.
And no deficit to face. They lead by 2. We're under the minute mark now. Coach Winters wants a timeout. And it'll be interesting to see how long Florida Elite continues to play defense versus opting to go ahead and foul.
And as we mentioned earlier, PSB is very comfortable with shooting pressure free throws. And now that they are in the double bonus, well, no, not yet. They're still in a one-on-one situation, but for this team, it's almost as bad as the double bonus because they can definitely hit free throws with the best of them.
Yeah. I think you'll see Florida Elite try to, play aggressively on defense, move their feet, try to get a steal. I'd probably say for about maybe 15 to 20 seconds and then look to foul from there.
I completely agree with you.
See if that's the same thing Coach John Liptak has in mind. So we're ready to resume play from the timeout.
Again, it's really great to see 2 very well coached teams in this championship game. Just an absolute heavyweight slugfest, and this is awesome. It's an awesome game.
Santa Ana to inbound it. He gets it to Ford. Trey Fields has it.
Great move. Great move, young fella.
Makes it a 4-point ball game. Trey Fields. Here's McMahon. McMahon drops it to McLean. McLean too strong on the reverse.
Santa Ana with the big rebound. Strong.
And not sure if that was those weren't the 2 shots that Coach wanted. Now, if those were wide open layups, he wouldn't have minded it. But the lineup that he had out there on the floor with essentially Eric Turner being just big in that lineup. You've got McMahon, you've got McLean. He surrounded him with shooters for the purpose of being able to get a shot, possibly a 3-pointer ideally if they got a good look at it. McMahon had a good look, but it was, he kind of studied long, studied wrong, and then he got to a point to where he tried to drive it. But
great observation. Great observation. I tell you, you said it the best earlier in the game that PSB, very similar to the Spurs, lost a tough game last year, and they were absolutely determined to come back to right those wrongs.
They currently lead by 6. 20 seconds left to play. McMahon.
Oof, big shot.
Tough shot right there, falling away, hand in face. You gotta like your chances if he takes that open 3 that he had during that last possession. But it's much easier for me to sit here in hindsight, from my perspective, sitting over here with a headset on. So definitely not criticizing McMahon. Just saying from a standpoint of Florida Elite. Now they're at a point to where they're down 4, 16 seconds left. They really needed that last possession to be able to get a bucket. Stranger things have happened. Still 16.6 left in this one. So we'll see. As we have a member of our audience pointing at the SUV production area for the purpose of instant replay. We do not want that pressure here in the game of AAU basketball.
Yes, yes.
I could only imagine the number of parents that would call for an instant replay and possibly affect the equipment if it doesn't go the way that they want it to go.
And it looks like he's trying to review it. No, I was wrong.
Yeah, we saw him pulling out loud. We were gonna make history.
Yes, that would have been.
I got to come up with an SUV disclaimer for something like that. We are not, the views expressed by the official replaying it are not the views expressed directly by the sports utility vehicle. It's going to be a foul there. So PSB Select getting to a point that we saw them getting 2 minutes ago to where they'd be up. And they would have to go to the free throw line to be able to seal the deal.
And it's exactly where they want to be. Exactly where they want to be. I tell you, that bag of lettuce reference is sticking with me. And I tell you, PSB has made a great big salad today. A lot of lettuce out there on that floor.
They have. It was started by Hairston, who unfortunately didn't finish this game, but the goal that they had coming into town is going to be set as we see McMahon.
Woo! Yeah, he got away with one.
Coach Winter's not happy about it at all. McMahon jumped in the air, threw it back down. Didn't give the official time to blow the whistle. If the official was going to blow it, McMahon wasn't going to give him an extra second to stop it.
Definitely, yeah. As you said, stranger things have happened. I think that constitutes a strange thing.
.3 seconds left to play. Yeah, it's just been a great weekend, man. And you think about all that goes into these events, the amount of games that players play, coaches having to coach, the college coaches that are here for so many times, for so much time evaluating players and trying to add to their programs, but also the parents. I mean, the parents, really committing their entire weekends and, being here to support these kids and be out, really takes a lot from all of the stakeholders in this event. So kudos to everybody, the players, whether you're playing for the championship or just came to compete, and the parents and coaches behind them. Kudos to everyone as we see that reception made. Pass by Santa Ana, caught by Fields. Is going to send Fields to the free throw line with 6.5 seconds left.
I give major kudos to Coach Winters for definitely taking advantage of that matchup. This whole second half, he's absolutely went at Mr. Fields against Mr. McMahon, and can't blame him.
Yeah.
Can't blame him. It's been in his advantage throughout this second half.
Fields knocks down the first free throw.
PSB has not missed a free throw all quarter.
McClain going to take a three. It won't count, but you can count a Best of South championship for PSB Select 2014 BOTS champions. We appreciate you joining us here on SUV TV. Be sure to check out the archives from throughout the weekend. I'm Marcus Burnett. He is LaShawn Dempsey. We appreciate you joining us.